Okay, I want to share one thing with you guys. It might look somehow like what is it saying, but I hope you understand this. Yes, you will like you will know what I'm saying. Now, it happens that on a good day, I was coming all the way from Ibadan, and when I was coming, the hope that I left around 4 o'clock. So with the hope that I got to the bus stop around 4:30, whereabouts. So by 5, I got a bus. So getting a bus, the all the way from Ibadan to Lagos. So it's not supposed to take me more than 1 hour or whereabout, or let's say 1 hour 20 minutes or something. But along the line, we got stuck up in hold up, and I was like, wow, how do I go about this? How do I do this? What do I do? So that was how I just sustained in the hold up that okay, I will get to Lagos. Whatever it might be today, I must get to Lagos. But when the hold up was getting around 7 o'clock, I begin to think otherwise. Should I come down and go back to my house or something? But I just continue in the hold up. I don't know. I keep going. So around 8 o'clock, we are still in the hold up. Around 9 o'clock, still in the hold up, but we've gotten to an extent. So we've entered around that bagger. So when I got, so I supposed to stop at 7 up. So I think the driver is going my way, so I sustain in the bus. That was how I that was how the driver just head towards Ojota. And while going to Ojota, I was like, but this guy is not going my way. I was so uh confused, and at that time I was so afraid because I know that climbing up from that what's it called, Ojota down lane to the upper bridge, whereby if you want to be going to Oshodi Island, all those, so you have to climb those. And around that area, there used to be all these boys around the side, and that night I know I will meet people. So fortunately, when I alighted and I start moving, I was even pressed, so I have to pee. When the press of peeing, I saw some guys who we came down all the way from the bus together, and they are just like an angel, guidance angel, because I was like, yeah, now only me go the work out through this that place. So that was how those guys too do we join and we keep moving together. So along the line as we were moving, we saw some two guys who have been on their way to Ojota walking in. So when they saw us, so walking along that side, so they turned back. And when they saw us entering into that garden to step up into what's it called? Into the express. So that was how they turned back. They began to come after us. So when they begin to come, so I suspected them because I was looking around, looking everywhere because I know something like that used to happen in that area. So I was when they realized that we noticed them, so they begin to walk slow. They are not moving that much again. So in the process of time, when they realized that we suspected them, and we just scatter and we run up. That was how they weren't coming again. Uh, that was how that one goes, and we escaped that one. And on that express, everywhere was empty. There wasn't any car moving again. Some people used to say, Eko Onda, everybody, Roma Leko. Lagos used to have people working at night. I lie. You see anybody working at night, maybe go slow, happen to the person, or maybe the person is a ghost, something like that. So that was how I was moving. At that night, it was very, very dark on that express. So getting to a particular location, a jeep just drove through and tell us that it's going to Island. That's Aja side, and these guys that's their way. Out of here, I say, Baba, you will not leave me alone here. Please let me join anywhere you can carry me to. Please just drop me there. At least I can follow you to Ogudu. That was how I joined the car, and they carried me. Even it was not convenient because my load was much, so they just take me there. And another thing, when I got to Ogudu, so later in the meantime, I got a bus that took me to uh, Bagada. When I got to Bagada, this is where the story is. When I got to Bagada, I want to tell you that God used to show Himself. If you don't know God, you will never understand some things. You will think is a natural phenomenon. No, some things are not natural phenomenon. Some things are God orchestrated. Yes, godly orchestrated. Yes, God Himself orchestrate it, make it happen. So when I got to Bagada Junction, there's no Marwa again. That was around 10:30 something, 10:40 something. That's almost to 11. So there's no Marwa to tricycle to take me to my house, to my street. Now, that was I met a lady on that junction, and I asked her. I stayed a while. I'm a kind of person I don't really used to easily relate with people. I don't know. I don't quickly. Sometimes I can easily relate with people, but at some point, I don't easily talk to people like that. So I don't know. At that moment, I just walked to the lady. Good evening. And if it's even a lady, if it's a guy now, I will say, relate with the guy very well. It's a lady. So I used to feel somehow. That was how I just walked to the lady. Hello, ma. Hello, good evening. How are you? Say fine. Have you seen Marwa here today? She said yes. Or the Marwa said it's not going my way. Ha. I said, what's the time there? He said this so so. Ha. I said, oh my God, I feel confused. I stayed a while, I start moving. So and the lady was standing with confidence, not going anywhere. Wow. So I start moving. Maybe I can trek to my street because my street was far. So that was how a car just drove in and carried the lady. And the car was going. I now waved to the car, please carry me, please carry me. Anywhere you are going, at least you will just drop me at some point, and I will make my way wherever I get to. So that was how the car stopped. But the guy was afraid. This guy didn't want to stop. At a point, he doesn't want to stop because he was like, he doesn't know who he's carrying. Even when he carried me, he was he asking, am I safe? Hope no problem. Oh, hope I'm safe. Oh. He's still afraid. So the lady said, no problem. Carry him. Later, the guy told me that it was because this lady said I should carry you. If not for that, I wouldn't have carried you. But where I'm going there is that now, based on my person, that I don't used to easily relate with people. Let's say I did not relate with that lady at that moment. I didn't talk to her. I didn't say anything to her. Do you think she would have been able to speak for me to the driver? That's number one. And number two is that I at a point the guy said it was the lady that said they should carry me. I just see God in it because I just felt like sometimes the affairs of humanity of man is in God's hands. As long as you are on his side, he will control you, make even you to do what is right so that you can get what is right. He said, if the way of man sweet God, sweet your maker, he will make your enemy at peace with you. So I just want to share this. Whosoever is going through one challenge or the other, and you realize that you the challenge is so difficult, or I think you should check your way again, your ways again. Check your ways. You realize that maybe there is a point at which you are mixing it up. Sometimes some of us can be praying, pray 24/7, pray day and night, but nothing is still happening. Can we just try and check our ways? If it's actually suiting God. Some of us are still living in a perpetual penury state of poverty till now because We prayed and things supposed to have happened, but our person, your attitude, your person is chasing your helper away. It's not even helping God to help bring. Even God would have, might have been bringing people to help you, but your personal attitude is chasing them off. It's chasing them off. So I just want to say, sometimes we need to check in because God is at work. He's working for those who love Him. Thank you. Hope I've spoken well. You can please subscribe and like my video. I didn't speak because you can subscribe and like. Oh, I speak because I just have a message to pass. But I would still like you to subscribe and like my video. Thank you.